Sa video natin ngayon, we will discuss unsymmetrical parabolic curves. Now, the key difference between symmetrical and unsymmetrical parabolic curves is dito sa PVI, to the left side and to the right side, magkaiba yung distances. Kasi di ba alam natin na sa symmetrical parabolic curves, kung ano yung length ng curve sa left side ng PVI, yun din yung length sa right side ng PVI. So dito magkaiba, but take note na itong unsymmetrical parabolic curves, they consist of two symmetrical parabolic curves. So itong nasa left side pala ng PVI, ito yung PVI, point of intersection of the vertical curve. This curve is actually a symmetrical parabolic curve. And dito naman sa right side, we have another symmetrical parabolic curve. Ayan, so dalawang symmetrical parabolic curves na kinonect lang. So para siyang compound curve if you relate it sa horizontal curves. So knowing that these two are symmetrical parabolic curves, then we can actually define this distance. Ayan, we can define this as h1. Yan yung maximum offset ng first symmetrical curve. And alam na natin yung formula niyan, we derived it last time. And ito naman, this would be h2. Ayan, this is the maximum offset for the second curve naman. So again, we call this the back tangent. This is g1. Corresponding to the tangent line at PVC, and dito naman sa right side we have the tangent line corresponding to PVT with our second grade G2, and this would be the forward tangent. Now recall that slope is equal to rise over run. So if you want to compute the vertical distance or the rise, then that would be the slope multiplied by run. So essentially, the vertical distance is equal to the grade since we refer to the grade as the slope, and run naman is the horizontal distance. Of course, measured from the vertex of the triangle. So we can extend this line, ayan, so that we can draw a line from PVT going to this point, and we can form a triangle. We have a similar triangle. So from PVT, we draw this vertical line, ayan, and we can see this triangle. We can also define this line, copy lang natin to. Now for symmetrical parabolic curves, we define the length sa left side ng PVI as L1. Again, the length is the horizontal distance lang. Sa right side naman, this would be L2. So if this is L1 and this is L2, we can actually define the vertical distances of these triangles. This one and this one. Ayan. So for this triangle, using this formula, this grade corresponds to G1 along the same line yan. So this vertical distance would be G1, slope multiplied by run. This horizontal distance from the vertex of the triangle is equal to L2. So this would be G1 multiplied by L2. And for this side naman, going to PVT, this line corresponds to G2. And this grade is actually going downward. We can define this as a negative grade. Now we will be using algebraic signs for the purpose of simplification sa pag-identify kung saan located yung highest point or lowest point. So ibig sabihin, kung negative yung slope, we need to use a negative sign. And if positive yung slope, we need to use a positive sign. So this would be negative G2 multiplied by L2. And so obtaining the total height going to PVT, add lang natin yung dalawa. We have G1 L2 minus G2 L2. And simplifying, since L2 is a common term, this total height would be G1 minus G2 multiplied by L2. So since ito yung total height, this vertical distance, we can apply ratio and proportion. We consider this height, and that height is to the total length of the triangle. Ayan, or L1 plus L2. So by ratio and proportion, we have G1 minus G2 multiplied by L2. Then we divide this by the total length L. Equate natin yan. Dito naman sa gitna, we can consider this triangle. The height is equal to 2h. And we divide that by the horizontal distance, which is L1. Ayan, corresponding to this height. So 2h over L1. We want an expression for h, the maximum offset. So h will be G1 minus G2 multiplied by yung L1, lipat natin dyan. So we would have L1 multiplied by L2. And we transfer 2 sa denominator dito. So this would be 2L. So ito na yung formula for h. You can either memorize this formula or just study the ratio and proportion para hindi mo na siya makakalimutan. But board exam wise, mas maganda if alam mo yung formulas. But of course, if alam mo kung saan siya nanggaling, then you can derive if nakalimutan mo. And this would be our first formula. Now, by the squared property of a parabola, considering the side to the left of PVI, H1 is located at a distance na kalahati ng L1. Since again, sinabi natin na this is a symmetrical parabolic curve as well as this one. So, kapag symmetrical parabolic curve yung nasa left side ng PVI, then if we draw a line from the midpoint, ditong banda, then this side would be kalahati ng L1. Half of L1 is L1 over 2. So, by the squared property of a parabola, we would have H1 is to the horizontal distance going to PVC. Then, square natin yan. So, H1 is to L1 over 2 squared. Since nasa left side tayo ng PVI, yung gagamitin natin sa ratio proportion would be H over this horizontal distance from PVC. So, equals H divided by L1 squared. Again, we square the horizontal distance by the squared property of a parabola if the function is in terms of x. So, this would now be H1 over L1 squared. Square natin yung numerator sa denominator. We have L1 squared over 4. Then, equals H over L1 squared. So, magka-cancel yung L1 squared. So, we have 1 over 4 sa denominator. We can multiply it sa right side. So, we would have H1 is equal to 1/4 of H. Now, if we also consider the right side, then we would have this ratio proportion. H2 would be to this horizontal distance. This would be L2 over 2. So, di ba yung mangyayari dyan, H2 is to L2 over 2, quantity squared, then equals H over, dito naman sa right side ng PVI, we measure the distances from PVT. So, for this H, we have L2. So, H is to L2 squared. And notice na magka-cancel yung L2 squared dyan, saka ito. And 2 will be squared, magiging H2 over 1/4, which is similar to this equation. Ibig sabihin, yung H2 pala is also equal to 1/4 of H. Now, if we know that H1 and H2 are equal to 1/4 of H, then we can use the formula sa symmetrical parabolic curves. Ito yung G1 for this line, ito naman yung G2. Itong nasa gitna, from this point going to this point, if we draw a line connecting this point and this point, then we call this G3. And this is tangent to the point on the curve just below PVI. So, define natin yan as G3. If we look at our first symmetrical parabolic curve, this would be G1 and this would be G2, diba? But G2 is equal to G3 sa figure natin. And dito naman sa second side, sa second symmetrical parabolic curve, this would be G3, the back tangent would be G3, and this would be negative G2 pa rin. Now, alam natin na sa symmetrical parabolic curves, H is equal to G1 minus G2 multiplied by L over 8. We were also able to derive this formula. So, ngayon, kapag i-relate natin yan sa 1/4 of H, since H1 corresponds to the maximum offset of the first symmetrical parabolic curve, then we would have 1/4 of H is equal to H over 4. Equate natin yan sa G1. Ito yung G1. Ito naman, G3. So, G1 minus G3, multiply natin by L over 8. So, simplifying this equation, dito na lang sa MathCAD, we have H over 4 is equal to G1 minus G3, multiplied by L over 8. So, we solve G3, we would have this expression. And we can actually expand this. We would have G3 is equal to this expression. So, G3 equals G1 minus 2H divided by L. And take note na sa formula na to, we need to use the algebraic signs. So, ibig sabihin, kapag yung nasolve natin na H is negative, then we also need to consider the sign. And kapag yung grade is negative, we also use a negative sign for the grade. So, ito lang. And yung L dyan corresponds actually to L1. Ayan, kasi ito yung length ng first symmetrical parabolic curve. So, palitan lang natin na. This should be L1. So, same expression pa rin, G1 minus 2H over L1. This is our first formula. Now, using the same relationship, but for the second curve, we would now have L2 over 8 for the second symmetrical parabolic curve. And the first grade would be G3, and the second grade would be G2. So, this would be G3 minus G2. So, solving G3, we have this formula, and we can expand this term. The formula for G3 would be G2 plus 2H divided by L2. So, bakit kailangan natin yung G3? Meron kasi tayong condition. The computation kasi of the lowest point and highest point sa unsymmetrical parabolic curve is very strict sa location. So, in order to determine the location of the highest or lowest point, we need to check G3. If G3 is equal to 0, then the location of the highest or lowest point would be exactly at PVI. If G3 naman is lesser than 0, then the location of the highest point is to the left of PVI. So, to the left of PVI, the highest point will be located somewhere dyan. And madali lang siyang tandaan Since kapag nagpo-point yung comparison natin na symbol to the left, di ba kapag lesser than, this points to the left. So, to the left of PVI din siya. So, kapag G3 naman is greater than 0, then the location of the highest point would be to the right of PVI. Since this is pointing to the right. However, just take note na kapag sag curve, magre-reverse yung condition. So, if G3 is greater than 0, to the left of PVI, yung lowest point. And if G3 naman is lesser than 0, then the location of the lowest point is to the right of PVI. And so knowing this, we can also derive the expression for the location of the highest or lowest point from PVC or from PVT, depending sa anong condition yung na-meet dyan. So for symmetrical parabolic curves, we know that S1 is equal to G1 L1 divided by G1 minus G2. So if we relate this one sa G1 saka G3 for the first curve, then we would have S1 is equal to G1 L1 divided by G1 minus G3, the second grade. But we know that G3 is equal to this expression. So substitute lang natin, we have S1 is equal to G1 times L1, and we have G1 minus natin yung G3. So, G3 is equal to G1 minus 2H over L1. So, simplifying this, S1 pala is equal to L1 squared times G1 divided by 2H. So, ito yung formula natin para sa S1. Sa Bisaya, meron tayong mnemonic para dyan. Si Inday, gilili sa duha ka higal. Yun yung nabuo namin sa class namin dati. Although medyo inappropriate, mas madali kasi siyang matatandaan. Ayan. So, S1. Kapag alam mo yung formula ng S1, the formula for S2 will just be the same, but instead na G1, L1, magiging L2 na yan. So, kapag S2, we would have G2, L2 squared divided by 2H. So, ito na yung formulas natin. Now, we will use S1 if we meet the two indicated conditions. So, either for summit curves, G3 is lesser than 0, and for sag curves, G3 is greater than 0. And we will use S2 naman if the highest point is to the right of PVI. So, take note lang sa conditions for summit and sag curves. Hindi siya same sa symmetrical parabolic curves, wherein kapag inad mo yung S1 saka S2, mag-i-equal siya sa total length. Dito naman, if you add S1 and S2, hindi siya mag-i-equal sa total length. So, that's why very strict yung condition natin. We need to first check G3 before we can identify the location of the highest or lowest point. And of course, since distances yung dalawa, we need to use the absolute values for G1 and G2. Bale, kapag negative yung grade, we still need to use the positive term. So, we only consider the algebraic signs when computing G3 and also H. Emphasize lang natin ito algebraic signs. Ayan, ito rin, itong dalawa. Consider the algebraic signs. So, ito na yung summary of formulas natin. And this is our first problem. An unsymmetrical parabolic curve has a forward tangent of negative 8% and a back tangent of plus 5%. The length of curve on the left side of the curve is 40 meters long, while sa right side naman is 60 meters. So our total length is equal to 100. PC is at station 6 plus 780 and it has an elevation of 110 meters. We need to compute the elevation of the highest point and also the elevation at 6 plus 840. Ayan. So, take note na sa stationing natin sa unsymmetrical parabolic curves, we also need to use the horizontal distances lang. Same lang sa symmetrical parabolic curves. So, we first draw our figure. Our back tangent is 5%. This is smaller than 8%. So, we need to emphasize na yung first tangent line natin is narrower than the second tangent line. So, this would be our first tangent line. Ayan. We define this as PVC. And our second tangent line naman, our forward tangent is negative 8%. So, that would be steeper. We have this figure. And we need to emphasize na sa left side ng PVI, 40 meters kasi yan. Sa right side naman is 60 meters. So, mas malaki siya sa right side. Reorient na lang natin yung drawing natin. So, medyo tricky yung pagka-state ng problem since, di ba, ito yung forward tangent and ito naman yung back tangent. But kapag hindi mo binasa yung problem, if you assume na negative 8 yung first na tangent or the back tangent, then magiging ganito yung figure mo. Negative 8, left to right, downward. Then positive slope naman, 5%, left to right, upward. Ayan, magiging sag curve siya. But again, yung first na stinate is the forward tangent. So, this side would correspond to G2, which is negative 8%. So left to right, we move down since we have a negative slope. And sa back tangent naman, ito yung 5% corresponding to G1. So always read the problem twice. Now, the length of the curve on the left side of PVI, this is PVI, ito naman yung PVT. Sa left side daw, we have a distance of 40 meters. So this would be L1. And sa right side, we have a distance of 60 meters. This is our L2. And of course, this maximum offset is equal to H. So for the first question, we want to identify the elevation of the highest point. So before natin yan ma-solve, we need to first determine kung saan yung location ng highest point or lowest point. So we need to solve G3. To solve G3, alam natin na yung G1 is equal to 5%. In decimal, that would be 0.05. Then minus 2H over L1. 2H, L1 is equal to 40. So we have this formula for G3. However, yung H, hindi pa natin alam. But we also have a formula for that. H is equal to G1 minus G2. G1 is 0.05 in decimal. And G2 naman, again, we consider the algebraic signs. So minus G2, G2 is negative 8%. So we have minus negative 0.08. Ayan. Then multiplied by L1 times L2. L1 is equal to 40. L2 is 60. Divided by 2L, L is equal to 40 plus 60, or that would be 100. But sulat ko na lang siya as 40 plus 60. So our H is equal to 1.56. So knowing that this is the value of H, we can now solve G3. So solving G3, we have negative 0.028. So diba this value is negative, so lesser than 0. So diba kapag G3 is lesser than 0, this is pointing to the left. So the highest point is to the left of PVI. Yun yung pinaka-clue natin dyan. Now, alternatively, you can solve G3 using the other formula. G2, sorry, this is plus pala. Mali yung na-type ko dyan. Ayan, G2 plus 2H over L2. So if you use this formula, G2 is equal to negative 0.08. Yung H is ito, 1.56. L2 naman is equal to 60. So, press equals, we still have the same value. So, either sa dalawa, pwede mong gamitin. Depende sa given. So, G3 is lesser than 0. The highest point, since this is a summit curve, is to the left of PVI. Ayan. So, knowing that G3 is to the left of PVI, we need to use the formula of S1. S1, kapag nasa left, if nasa right naman, we need to use S2. And S1 is measured from PVC. S2 naman is measured from PVT. So, for S1, alam natin na yung G1 is 0.05, L1 is equal to 40, and H is equal to 1.56. However, yung H nakastore na dyan. So, kayo na lang mag-replace niya ng 1.56. So, S1 is equal to 25.64103. And this is measured from the left side. So, kung titingnan natin, this is 40 meters. Kalahati ng 40 is 20. So, somewhere sa right side ng L over 2. So, bale, yung highest point is anditong banda. And this distance would be 25.641. So, this would be S1. So, alam natin na yung highest point is to the left of PVI. If we use the squared property of a parabola, then we're also going to consider the horizontal distances measured from PVC. So, from PVC, in order to determine the elevation of this particular point, we need to add or subtract vertical distances. So, yung given lang sa atin, yung stationing ng PC or PVC, yung V dyan is just to indicate na vertical curve siya. This is 6 plus 780, yung stationing niya. And the elevation of PC is 110 mm. So we denote the elevation as EL. Ayan, this is 110 meters. Now, from this point, we can actually get the elevation above the highest point. So we define this as the highest point. And for this particular point, we can consider this triangle. We draw a horizontal line, and from PVC, we draw a vertical line. Ayan. Diba? This is a right triangle. So this vertical distance is just going to be slope multiplied by the run. And this slope is corresponding to G1, while this horizontal distance is equal to S1. So usually, yung variable ko dyan, if we consider triangles, nililabel ko siya as H. Ayan, let's say this is H1. So H1 is simply equal to the grade multiplied by the run. So the grade is 0.05, which is G1, multiplied by S1. So, this vertical distance pala is 1.28205. Ayan. Now, from 110, if we add H1, andito na tayo. But that's not the elevation that we want, since we want the elevation of the highest point, which is along the curve. So we also need to subtract this vertical distance from this point going to the highest point. Yung label ko naman para sa squared property ng parabola is y. So we can denote this as y1. So to solve y1, we can apply the squared property of a parabola. So we have here y1 is to what horizontal distance? Diba, kailangan measured from PVC. So notice na yung horizontal distance dyan, ito, is just equal to S1. So y1 is to S1 squared. Equate natin yan sa pinaka-general, which considers the maximum offset. So we have h. But the question is, saan natin siya i-prepare? Diba yung h, magkaiba yung distance niya sa left side saka sa right side. Hindi same sa symmetrical parabolic curve na kahit saan, yung L over 2 yung i-compare natin sa h. But this time, since nasa left side yung highest point, we need to consider h is to L1. Kapag yung point naman natin is nasa right side, then h is to L2. Yun yung ratio and proportion natin. So we have here h is to L1 quantity squared. So again, y1 is to S1 squared, then h is to L1 squared. Meron ng value yung S1, ito. Yung y1, yan yung unknown. Yung h is nakastore na rin yan dito, 1.56. L1 is not yet defined. L1 is equal to 40. So we solve y1. So y1 is 0.641. So to solve the elevation of the highest point, we simply start from PVC, the elevation of PVC plus h1. From here plus h1, then minus y1. Now, the elevation of PVC is equal to 110. Then, yung H1 nakastore na dyan. And yung Y1 naman, we also need to store this value. So, Y1 is equal to 0.64. So, the elevation of the highest point is equal to 110.64103. So, this is our answer for number 1. Now, for the second question naman, we need to determine the elevation of 6 plus 840. Now, ano yung difference ng 6 plus 840 sa stationing ng PC? Check natin. By the way, mas maganda pala if we will solve the stationing of PVI. Yung stationing ng PVI will just be the stationing of PVC, which is 6780, and we add L1. PVC plus L1, yun na yung PVI na stationing. So, plus L1, L1 is equal to 40. Ibig sabihin, yung stationing ng PVI is 6 plus 820. Lagay na lang natin dyan. 6 plus 820. So, knowing the stationing of PVI, mas madali nating ma-identify if this is to the right or to the left. Since yung 6 plus 840, mas malaki siya sa 6 plus 820 by an amount of 20, then this station pala is located 20 meters from PVI. So, let's say, nasa point na yan. So, paano natin siya ma-identify kung ano yung elevation dyan? We have two options. We can start from PVI or from PVT. But dito sa solution natin, let's just start sa PVI. So, if we start from PVI, we need to identify the elevation at this particular point. So, to solve that, we need this vertical distance. Ayan. From PVC, we can define this as H2. So, di ba yung H2 magiging slope multiplied by run, which is G1, multiplied by this whole distance, which is equal to L1. Again, we are now considering this triangle. Ayan. So, H2 is equal to 0.05 multiplied by L1. So, this would be 2 meters. So, the elevation of PVI is equal to the elevation of PVC, which is 110, plus H2. So, this is 112 pala. So, elevation, 112 meters. Now, from this elevation, we can consider another triangle from PVI going to the point on the tangent line above our station. So, ditong banda. Again, this is station 6 plus 840. And we know that this horizontal distance is equal to 20 meters. 6 plus 840 minus 6 plus 820 is 20 meters. So, if this is 20 meters, sa right side niya would be 40 meters. Ayan. So, we can define this vertical distance as H3. So, H3 will just be slope multiplied by run. This slope is equal to negative 8, but we will use the absolute value since we are computing a vertical distance. Yung run naman, horizontal distance, is equal to 20 meters. So, we have H3 is equal to 0.08 multiplied by 20 meters. So, this will give us 1.6. So, galing sa PVI, we subtract H3 and we also subtract this vertical distance para makuha natin yung elevation sa point na to. So we define this as y3. By ratio and proportion, using the squared property of a parabola pa rin, we would have y3 is to what horizontal distance? Yung usual mistake ng students is yung ginagamit nila yung 20 meters. But again, since nasa right side na tayo ng PVI, the horizontal distance must be measured from the right, ayan, or from PVT. So from PVT going to this particular point, the horizontal distance is equal to 40. So we have y3 is 240. 40 squared. Then, equate natin yan sa h is to L2 naman. Di ba kanina, yung highest point natin is to the left of PVI. Kaya yung ginamit natin, L1. L1 squared. For this station, since nasa right side siya ng PVI, we need to use L2. So, h is to L2 and y3 is to 40. All distances are measured from PVT. So, we have 60 squared. Then, our unknown is y3. So, solving y3, we have 0.693. And store natin yan sa y3. So, ngayon, yung elevation ng 6 plus 840 or 6840 is equal to the elevation of PVI minus h3, then minus y3 for this particular point. So, press equals, we have 109.70667. So, this is our answer for number 2 or letter B. So, ito yung summary ng answers natin. Now, I actually have an application that could check unsymmetrical parabolic curves. So, dito ka lang sa surveying, we have our unsymmetrical parabolic curve solver, which is under our web applications. So, if you visit our website, just click on the navigation bar, then go to web applications. So, we click on open. Yung value ng G1 natin is 5%. Yung G2 naman is negative 8%. Our total length is equal to 100 since 60 plus 40 is 100. And our known station is for PVC. So, for the known station, you need to click this one. Kapag PVI yung given, you need to click this. If PVC yung given, ito naman. Then, if PVT yung given, you give the station and also the elevation. So, yung elevation ng PVC is 110 meters. So, ito yan. And L1 from PVC is equal to 40. So, if you look at the highest point here, the elevation of the highest point is 110.641. So, ito yan. Same lang sa nakuha natin kanina. And yung 6 plus 840 naman, that would be 40 plus 20 meters, 60 meters from the left. So, kapag in-input mo dyan, distance from PVC to the point for the needed elevation, input natin 60. We can see sa slider natin na this is 60 and yung corresponding elevation niya is 109.707. Or medyo hindi siya clear dyan since half lang ng browser yung ginamit natin. So dito mo na lang siya i-check. At x equals 60 meters from PVC, the elevation is 109.707, which is the same sa nakuha natin dito. So you can use this tool for checking. And for more problems, just visit our MSTC page. Dito ka sa Transportation and Highway. And ito yung lecture natin for unsymmetrical parabolic curves. The formulas are summarized here, and we have multiple problems exploring the multiple cases.